Many people don't like change. But it's not about you want change or not. It's about that you have to adapt yourself to change. Because change is not an option. It happens all the time. Change is part of a natural process of life. So it's not in your control that you want it or not. Elon Musk once said, some people don't like change, but you need to embrace it if the alternative is disaster. And you don't have a choice here. We live in a world that is growing very quickly and very rapidly. And if you don't embrace change, you will fall behind. We like to think that change is just an option, but change is not an option. It must happen, and it will always happen. And there's many cases that it happened at the time that we least expected. You thought that you're gonna pass that class, but then you failed the final exam, and as the result you failed that class. What are you gonna do about it? Your important presentation didn't go really well. What are you gonna do about it? Your boss didn't give you a promotion that you expected. What are you gonna do about it? A goal that you are very interested in didn't respond. A job that you just accepted and you thought that, man, this job gonna be great, amazing, turned out to be very disaster, very terrible. What are you gonna do about it? Your loved one left you unexpectedly. You got fired from your job. You got kicked out of your apartment. Your loved one died. You lost all of the money that you invested. Your spouse cheated on you. What are you gonna do about all of these scenarios? If you don't accept change and you just hoping that things will just turn back the way it used to be, you will keep suffering and suffering and suffering. Many people think that, well, when they establish something in their life, once they have something certain in their life, they believe that, or they at least they really expecting that this will last forever. They will live happily after that forever. But little do they know that change happens all the time. Change happens at the time that you least expected. And if you're not prepared for it, and if you're not intentionally seeking change regularly, you will get surprised by life. And instead of embrace change, you resist to change because you are not prepared for it. And when you are not prepared for it, you're gonna fall behind. Many people don't like change because they associate it with a bad thing. And when they think that change is bad, they avoid it at all costs. They think that by avoiding change, they will be okay. They don't know that it's not in their control to decide whether to change or not. Because if you look at it this way, oftentimes we don't have control over many events that happen into our life. The only way that we can control is our attitude. And the ability to embrace change is very crucial and very important skill that one must master. Everyone must master. And the sooner you accept change, the better your life will be, and the better you will be able to handle any hardship, any challenges that come at you. My message of this episode for you is very simple. It's to embrace change. Because oftentimes we forget that when we are in the situation that we think to ourselves that, hey, this is very skilled and very certain, and that this will be like this forever. We then often become stagnant and we don't seek growth. We become complacent about our life and we stop growing. But by stop growing, we also agree that we don't like change. And when we resist to change, and the moment life threw curveball at us, we will fall miserably. We will fail miserably. So I challenge yourself to look forward and fall in advance. And be prepared for any change that comes at you. Because the reality is, life often throws a curveball at the time that you are least expected. But if you embrace change and prepare in advance, you can handle any surprise that life threw at you. I know it's not easy. It's not easy when you work hard and you accomplish and you get the job that you always wanted. And then have to think in advance that, man, will you stay at this job forever? It's hard to believe that, man, at some point that you have to leave this job. It's hard to get the type of girl that you always wanted to be, and then when you are in a relationship, everything goes really well and you have to think in advance that, what if this doesn't work out? Few months later, what are you gonna do about it? I know it's not easy, and oftentimes I know we don't want to think about it. I'm not telling you to be a pessimist and to be worried all the time. What I'm trying to say is, hey, there's one small chance that this could happen, and if it ever happens, I will be prepared. I'm telling you this so that you always have a small thought, a little voice in the back of your mind that, hey, if anything goes sideways, which is that I don't want to, but at least I expect it in advance because I am prepared for any change that happens in my life. At least when that happens, you don't fall so far behind, you don't stay down for so long. If those situations happen in your life, it will hit you really hard. But at least you will get back up quicker and faster than anybody else who don't want to change, don't embrace change. They may fall and stay out there forever, but you, since you at least anticipate it, even just a little bit, you will get back up quicker and even stronger, and you will grow even better because remember, you embrace change. And remember this, and this is very encouraging. Any change, any event that happens into your life is happening for your own good, happen for your greatness, happens to help you grow. And that's very encouraging because sometimes we think that life threw curveball at us so that it can push us down forever. No, life threw a curveball at you so that you can grow stronger, so that you can discover a potential within yourself. Because when you embrace change and when you choose to focus this way, it's gonna be easier for you to overcome any challenges, overcome any failures, overcome any changes that happen to your life. And you actually be grateful for any change that happens. Because you know that it's happened for you, for your goodness, for your greatness, and to help you become a stronger man. So start seeking change regularly. Embrace change. It's not an option. It is a must. I hope you enjoyed this episode and got some value out of it. And if you did, please leave a great review on Apple Podcasts. That will help a lot of people beautiful like yourself find more about my channel. And until next time, thank you.